While the tensions are still thick on the Korean peninsula, UN just issued more economic sanctions on North Korea as the world is trying to find an alternative to an armed conflict with a nuclear weapon. Even though North Korea will be crushed if a conflict occurs, that wouldn't be without a cost. Millions of lives will be lost if this happens, but if the conflict went nuclear it will be devastating. As Tribunist reported, Jocko Willink, an author who previously was a Navy SEAL, has an idea how to end Kin Jong Un regime peacefully, without any single weapon. When he was asked what is the best way to solve the North Korean situation, he answered on Twitter, "Drop 25 million iPhones on them and put satellites over them with free Wi-Fi." This is a really unconventional way to deal with this situation, but however, it might not be so crazy as it sounds. One North Korean expert in an interview with Business Insider stated, "Kim Jong-un understands that as soon as society is open and North Korean people realize what they're missing, Kim's regime is unsustainable, and it's going to be overthrown." Kim Jong-un is unfavorable for his regime and keeping off the citizens of North Korea out of this world. He opposes on every effort to provide people who aren't authorized to access to information which is uncensored. Sun emphasized that South Korea had an attempt to do the same in the past, by dropping DVDs and pamphlets on North Korean people, but the communist responded with military actions. Sun stated that dropping iPhones and providing free Wi-Fi is violation of UN economic sanctions if it's interpreted by some as rewarding an illegitimately nuclear dictatorship, one that we know has committed massive human rights against its people. They're not going to denuclearize until their regime changes and society changes, Sun said. This approach may be the longer route, but it has the hope of succeeding. However, this method it's not without risks, as some citizens of North Korea can feel frustrated from Kim Jong-un regime. All information in North Korea is strictly controlled, and any unauthorized person who will access unapproved information will be punished. If a North Korean watches South Korean media or listens to a foreign radio program, can be punished with 10 years in a re-education prison. The regime goes so far that communication via phone with outside world can be punished with death sentence. Even though the idea of dropping millions of iPhones on North Korea seems so unconventional and weird, it could be more successful than weapons in order to end Kim's regime.